Welcome to Ostrich Rider of Dusty Plains. It's a poem that celebrates ingenuity and thinking outside the box, or corral, and it's written by me, Lynn Hand, with a little bit of help from my AI friend Refusion. Okay, the Ostrich Rider of Dusty Plains. Saddle up for a wild ride like no other. When a prized racing ostrich escapes, the best cowboys in Wyoming give chase, only to be outpaced by this renegade runaway. Armed with quick thinking and an even quicker steed, young Jimmy proves that sometimes the best cowboy isn't on a horse at all. Get ready to ride, but maybe not the way you expect. It was written by me, Lynn Hand, for an online English class, and this humorous and action-packed poem blends Western adventure with an unexpected twist. You've got lively rhymes, vivid illustrations, and the Ostrich Rider of Dusty Plains, I think, is a delightful tale of wit, determination, and a little bit of feathered fun. So, let's begin. There was movement at the ranch house, for the word had gotten round that a mighty bird had broken from the pen and hit the ground, worth $1,000 or better, bred for racing, swift and lean, and the cowboys gathered closer just to watch the frantic scene. For the stockmen love hard riding, where the wild bush horses course, but this bird could run much faster than their finest quarter horse. All the tried and noted riders from the stations near and far had mustered at the homestead, their expressions quite bizarre. For the fellow who could catch her would gain glory, that was sure. But that ostrich ran like lightning, and their horses couldn't cure the problem of her speed. She'd dodge and weave through sage and sand, till young Jimmy from Wyoming raised his weather-beaten hand. "I'll catch that bird," he stated, drawing laughter from the crowd. "But I won't be using horses," Jimmy stated clear and loud. He strode towards the corral, where stood another ostrich hen, a bird he'd trained in secret, hidden way back in the pen. The cowboys watched in wonder as he mounted with a leap. Their jaws dropped even further as he made that big bird cheap. Then they saw him racing forward on his unconventional steed, the sight so plumb peculiar that none of them agreed if they'd gone mad from sunstroke or if this was really true. A cowboy on an ostrich, something so unknown and new. But Jimmy and his partner knew the way to track this kind, and soon they had that runaway, leaving dust clouds far behind. Through the sagebrush and the cactus, past old coyote lairs, over dry creek beds and gullies, stirring up the prairie hares, till they caught that $1,000 bird beside a watering hole, where Jimmy's feathered mount had known that she would surely stroll. Now he's known through all Wyoming as the Birdman of the Plains, and his ostrich riding legend in the bunkhouse still remains. So gather round the campfire, let me tell you something real. Sometimes the best solution ain't traditional appeal. For when you've got a problem that your horse just cannot fix, you might just need to saddle up a bird and add some tricks. And Jimmy's still out riding on his ostrich to this day, the fastest mounted cowboy, though in a quite peculiar way. That's all I wrote. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to read it yourself, I've left a link in the description. If you'd like to know how I came up with this, it was basically started as a request from one of the English speakers in our Learn English Discord server, who called Smeg, and they said, "Can you try something with Riff Raff? Do a poem about the guy on the ostrich." That's another story, but make it like the man from Snowy River, which is a famous Australian poem. So I like a challenge. Riff Raff and I got together. We came up with the poem together. It's how I like to use AI. And then the images were done in Artistly, and the layout was done in Adobe PDF Creator. Then that was taken into Designrr for the flipbook effect. Now you know how it's done. Go and do it yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this kind of thing. Bye.